Hello, Americans, and other friends, subscribers around the world. Back here, man. Still here. So, out here working in Blacksmith Shop. I got the, you can kind of see the top of the forge. Got the forge over here. What I ended up doing was, still may end up doing, definitely gonna have access out this way, and probably gonna put like a little side room entrance thing here. I do like the light, and probably gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do, dude. It changes around here all the time. But anyway, what I did end up doing is I decided right now I'm lighting a little fire in here to see if I'm gonna be able to. Looks like it's going out there. Because now what I'm gonna end up doing is I put it in this corner. I ended up putting metal on the inside, you know, with gapping and air behind it. And this is just a protection, you know, so I don't end up something, you know, bopping over and hitting one of my lodge poles and burning one of my posts out. So, so I ended up putting this just as a protection. And then I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to design or make some kind of design. I'm going to make some kind of a hood, you know, that'll come down like this to help direct the smoke, you know, up and out. And then I've got, show this one, got this, showed this I think before, but man, this, definitely want this, but I want this like exposed, man. It's so cool, dude. Somebody made that I found in old barns to see something like that. So that's the plan with that, mother. It's gonna be heavy son of a bitch. I mean heavy mother. But so that's the plan with that. But right now I'm just kind of seeing, man, it's good. It looks like the smoke's going to drift out. Obviously, you don't want to put, you know, when I have a hood, I won't have to worry about it. But the, you know, protection, got to definitely watch the sparks and heat on that. Actually, I think I'm going to stick a piece of metal up there just until I get it fixed. You know, that dang tar paper, man, heats up, you know. It doesn't get real hot, but it's something just directed. But I just started, you see me, if I end up putting that part in, I just now started the, started up to see what it do. So then I've got still got to get it all connected up, but it's set in place. You know, and get it, because there's so much air leaking right there, so I got to get it all put in place, but it's set. Table set. Anvil, this table, you can't see it, but there's my table with my vise, my metal table here. I'm going to actually scoot towards where the camera is there. And so then this will be the blacksmithing area. Then I can start organizing everything over here and all that. Just give myself, man, it's one way to keep busy, man. I need to, man, I had this thing so just clogged, man, with, you know, everything, trying to keep it out of the rain and snow and everything, man. So it ended up just getting piled in here. Hello, Miss Oh, I haven't hooked that water up. Let me, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, man, back in. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was supposed to have that water hooked up for Miss Kitty so she could take her. It's pretty warm out here today, so she's gonna go out and take her a little soak. So she's all taken care of now. It's all good. But I don't even know where I went. Squirrel, man, that was a big squirrel. I was talking about the hood on this and all that, man. Look, the smoke seems to be going out pretty good. But that hood will look just, well, it'll be efficient too, but it'll look good too. I like when it looks good. It's cool, man. So I'm setting up this side for the blacksmith shop. If you're gonna start working on that side, what's going on? Oh, let me touch on this, man. I need to show these. I need to read these. This says, no trespassing. If that one didn't work, this one, no trespassing, hunting or fishing. volunteers, violators prosecuted under penalty of the law or shot on sight. Had a problem this morning, and you know, got to touch on it again. I've touched on it before. I'm pretty sure it was a viewer, you know, and so here we go again. You know, man, I appreciate all you people, you know, all you guys out there, man. Some of my friends, you know, I've hooked up with some people. I'm planning on hooking up with some others and stuff like that. You know, some I like to meet, you know, and have coffee and stuff like that. But even family and stuff, I don't give a shit who you are. Don't come on my property. That's an Idaho thing, man. And you do not come on unannounced or not invited. We had somebody out here, I don't know if they were trying to take pictures, some little rice burner car. I have no idea what the hell they were doing, but they was wandering around and didn't get far, but then when they seen movement, they were out of here. So this is the other thing I'm gonna add. This is something I picked up. Look at this thing. I'm going to put one of these no trust. Look at that. I'm going to put one of these. One of these on this. Maybe then they'll get the dang message. What in the heck is this thing, man? This actually had a broke mirror on it when I got it. Very, it's hand carved. But very, look at that thing, man, just weird. So, anyway, man, I just want to touch on that. You know, man, dude, I appreciate everybody that watches. You know, I appreciate you know, it's cool and stuff to meet people and stuff like that. But even though that, you know, you watch me on here or you see me on here every day, in all honesty, which actually I've said it a bazillion times, you know, if you're new to the channel. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, man. But I've talked about it many times. Just because we put ourselves out here on YouTube, we are very, very private people, man. I mean, you wouldn't even understand how many people were just blown away, you know, when I started doing the YouTube videos 7 years ago, you know. So now it's just part of the thing. And believe me, man, over 7 years of doing videos, we've had some experiences. Some, you know, and I would actually say most of them good. But there's been a few, you know, and then we've had, it's always trespass, man. There's always people that just don't, man, especially with all the people from out of state. And these people move, whether they're moving here or just visiting. It's something you got to understand about Idaho. It's different than a lot of places. You go trespass. You don't trespass in Idaho, man, because you can get your butt shot, and it's completely legal for the for the property owner and stuff. I mean, you don't, you know, man, as property owners, our rights outweigh trespassers by far. So you really want to watch that. Just saying. Just wanted to throw that out there. And like I said, not that I don't, you know, meet up with people and stuff, you know, and if you see me out and about, man, say hi and all that. I just don't, like people, man, first, don't come on here without me inviting you. That's about enough of that. But, you know, man, and there's always a gun in reach, man. Gotta watch it. It may be a little pea shooter, man, it'll do the job. Alright, so what else I got going on around here, man? I'm gonna get back to work on this stuff. Oh, something that I've got going on, or that I've been doing too, because I've piled in, you know, in this area, and then I haven't even touched on the shed over here. but I've been pulling out some of the boxes of stuff that I pulled out of old cabins and barns, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm actually piling some stuff out here and going to go through and show some of the rusty gold that, you know, that we find in some of these places. And not all of it is like big, a lot of it's stuff that I get for myself. You know, so not all of it is, ooh, dude. Not all of it is, you know, big money stuff or even money stuff at all, really. You know, I just told a guy on YouTube last night, man, I was telling this guy because he made me a dumb offer on an old lamp that I pulled out of an old cabin, man. It's, you know, I never really even thought about somebody. But, you know, to me, it's an Idaho relic, man. It came out of an old cabin, you know, man. It's probably, I can't remember the date on it, man. Early 1900s or something, old oil lamp. That not the one. I got a couple of them on there. But anyway, you know, and he offered, I had it on for like $35 or something. Offers me like $10, man. And you know, and I was a little offended and told him, you know, and then he explained to me he was just trying to use it for parts, you know, and I didn't even. I mean, this thing's rough, man. And I didn't even think about somebody wanting to use it for parts. You know, which to me, being an Idaho boy, that'd break my dang heart if they tore that old lantern, man. There's a lot of, you know, it's an Idaho relic. So a lot of the stuff, just like this tin. See this old tin right here, this old rusty holes in it. You know, this old, you know, pretty much worthless, other than something like this, other than, you know, it's worthless. You couldn't put it on a roof. It'd be kind of like my first roof that I had out here. I did use this on the very first roof that we ever had on this property. But the place where this came from doesn't even exist anymore because of them Texans buying the property. But this actually was roofing off of an old hot springs where they built this little cabin thing, or there's two of them. They built these little cabins over these hot springs. And then somebody came in at one time, and because the roof, you know, was bad and all that, so they came in and put some new roofing on it, and this was just laying out in the weeds. So, man, then I hauled it on home, and like I said, I think I used it on there the first and all that. So this is actually a little history to me. You know, I know where it came from and the story behind it, and it is a hot springs. Like I said, the Texans ended up scamming their way into that property and tore down. And man, somebody had just rebuilt one of the little buildings that was over one of the hot springs. Just had rebuilt it, man. We're like, ooh, this is nice. And then here comes the Texans. They wiped them all out, you know, so you can't go to that hot springs no more. But I used to go to that hot springs with my grandpa when I was a kid, man. You know, this could have actually been the tin that was over it when I was there when I was a kid. So, man, I got that sentimental attachment. And anyway, so back to the squirrel. So back to the stuff that I'm pulling out. I'm going to probably show it. I thought I was going to do a video today, but I'm going to keep it doing this. So I don't know if I'll have one over there at Mountain Junkers. So you can go over to Mountain Junkers on YouTube and check that out. But I'm going to go through some of that stuff and show it and kind of talk about how some of it, you know, that I use, man, whether it be a hanger or a shelf bracket or whatever. And then the other thing is with the mountainjunkers.com. Make sure you go over there and check that out too. Trying to get that up, and it's up and rolling. And man, I just had got it smoothed down to how to get the listings on here. We ain't got the customers yet, man, you know, which takes time to build this stuff. You know, we got a few sellers on there and stuff, man, and I just got it down and I got a whole pile of stuff I'm going to put on there, but old Papa Mike's changing the format. So now it's going to be a whole new learning thing, and then I think I have to relist the stuff that I list. I don't know, I got to talk to him about that. And then he's also talking about, which I got to talk about this too, is he's also talking about, you know, doing an auction site, which, man, I'm all game and sweet. But I think we got to pull on the reins and start focusing on just getting some stuff listed and getting some buyers over there, because, I mean, even getting the auction site up's all awesome and all that, but if you ain't got no customers that are spending, then we're just spinning our wheels. So I gotta get on that. But anyway, man, get over there and check it all out. Like I said, I'm going to show some of this. There it was again, squirrel. Because what I was getting at before I got off on the mountainjunkers.com is a lot of the stuff, a lot of the rusty gold stuff. You know, let's say, I don't know, man, this old axe head. You know, it's not nothing spectacular. Let me see the name on it or whatever, but an old double bit axe head, you know, and stuff like this that ain't something worth a lot of money. And to put it on eBay, you know, you're probably looking at the flea market, man. I'd sell it for probably, this one probably $10. You know, man, anywhere from $5 to $10. You know, so, you know, if it's an older one or whatever, then obviously they're worth more money. And, you know, if it's a Forest Service or something like that, it might be worth something. But, so the way that this one is right now, if I put it on eBay, say I was going to put this on eBay for $10, you know, $10 plus shipping. So by the time that eBay takes all their fees and stuff, I'm getting, you know, less than I'd get out at the flea market. Well, I'm not going to do that, you know, so with the .com, with the mountainjunkers.com, you know, of course, if you use PayPal, they get a little bit of a fee. But if you use eBay, eBay gets their fees and PayPal gets their fees. Where if you use the Mountain Junkers, we're not taking anything. So what I'm getting at is a lot of the little, you know, $5 and $10, $15 rusty gold stuff that I would sell out at a flea market, I could actually put on mountainjunkers.com and sell it on there, and you know, be able to peddle some of the cheaper stuff. So I'm really excited about that. But I've got to figure out what old Papa Mike's doing, because I was just getting it down, Mike. I was just figuring it out. And you know, and changes are good in this actually, because I kind of looked at it, and Miss Kitty was kind of telling me about the new cell format, the one that he's thinking about changing to. You know, change it right at the beginning on just the cell format. I think it'd be good. But it's a lot like Etsy, so it could turn out to be a good deal. Oh, I'm just babbling on, man. What else do I got going on? So that's the plan, man. That's what I'm doing. Obviously, I could have set the camera up there. I might set it up there and film a little bit of this and that as I'm going through all this junk. And then, like I said, pulling the boxes over there is because I'm going to do a Mountain Junkers video either later today or tomorrow. Temps are supposed to be nice tomorrow. It is supposed to get back to like single digit lows next week with some chance of snow and rain and stuff. So we'll see how that all plays out too. But that's about all I got for you today, man. This is what it is, man. I show exactly what I'm doing, and this is what I'm doing. And when I'm filming on this camera, you know, I can't be over here doing this. Well, I guess I could. I don't think anybody's gonna watch though. So other than that, man, and huge sale going on, wherever the heck it is. There's sales going on somewhere. On our eBay store, the link's down below. Got a 50% off sale going on of 500 items, man. So get down there and check that out. Trying to hustle and bustle up some money. We were planning on going down to the flatlands, but being the first of the month and everything's due and everybody wants my little bit of money, need to sell some junk before I can go find some more junk, man. So somebody buy some of my junk. Other than that, man, check out the links below. Helps keep the what does it help keep doing? It helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning, and the propane tanks full. And yes, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And good Lord willing, my mind's everywhere, and the creeks don't rise, and they're rising. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.